Taylor Swift recently won four of the MTV Europe Music Awards. What a amazing achievement. And we know this singer not only because she has a lot of fans and followers, her music touch their heart, and she is a super interesting person. Not only that, but also the news around her about her love life, about her boyfriend, about how she deal with the challenge and the vicious attack are always on news with us. So today in the Let's Talk About Fixed Star, I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift and the fixed stars in her chart. Not only she just won the MTV Europe Award, also interestingly in the Stellar Astro, the new online free magazine from the Astrological Association, is talking about her chart. Our colleague Alison Bolton is using one of her chart to discuss about Taylor Swift's chart. It is very interesting and in depth. If you are interested, go to visit Astrological Association and go to publication, choose the Stellar magazine. Well, the one thing I have to mention is the birth time of Taylor Swift. The birth time, we know the birthday is the 13th of December, 1989. But no one has exactly birth time. And astrology is rely on the exact birth time, birthplace to calculate the chart. So how do we get this information? Well, this is not a dirty information. This is from one of the biography, and in the biography, the author detailedly described the moment of her birth and some dialogue. So it makes people believe that maybe this data is correct. So I have to remind you, we're still not sure about this data is exactly correct, but it's one of a possibility. This data says it's about 5:17 a.m. and in the Reading, Pennsylvania. Okay. It is very interesting for me. I usually don't enjoy talk about the famous people, especially my training from the faculty and many other astrologers remind me that when we talk about a public figure, just be careful. We are talking about their chart and a big part of their chart. Sometimes we don't have an exact birth time, and we should be careful with the house. And also, when we talk about them, we should focus on their public image and what they do and the things around it, rather than talking about gossip, talking about their private life. That is really not professional. So today I'm going to talk about those fixed stars in Taylor Swift chart and in response, like the image she gave to us. I'm not going to focus on her love life. I'm not going to focus on how many boyfriends she has or something. That is irrelevant. Maybe we can focus on why she is so popular and why her lyrics, her song can have powerful influence and how she responds to those gossip or vicious attack. So that starts. So I already mentioned the birth time is from the biography. So we are not sure. So today I'm not 100% going to focus on her birth time. Let me share my presentation. Um, so one thing is that this birth time is from the biography. Then we can see if this birth time is correct, we will have the ascendant at 25 degrees Scorpio, and Mars is very close to the ascendant. That is kind of an image. We have a very brave girl with a Scorpio Mars, but we know if you are interested in Mars in Scorpio, you can go to choose the 10 minutes astrology. Me and Alejo talking about the Mars in Scorpio. It's in its ruler. So it's a strong, powerful, steady, passionate Mars, but it's also has that kind of mysterious and defensive energy type. So this is only if this birth time is correct. In this chart, very interestingly, we have the stellium in the second house, opposite the moon, Jupiter, and the Chiron in the eighth house. This is about the resource, power sharing resource, and the financial situation, and the self-esteem, and the value. As I say, I'm not going to focus on this birth chart. Usually, it's quite interesting. I would like to share with you is that the usually when I working with the chart doesn't have exact birth time, but I have an exact birthplace and a date, then what I usually like to do is applying fixed stars, especially the technique Benedict Brady teaches us. The Benedict Brady's method with working with the star parents method, we don't need exact birth time. If you have that, is perfect. But if you don't have, the star parent method can give us a lot of detail, the relationship between planet and the stars, then that can give us another tool, another different layer of interpretation of the chart. Especially, I love mythology. So I always working with the fixed stars to give another layer, especially stars are related to our soul, are related to our spiritual growth. So this, in another way, I can use those information, those mythology to help my client to achieve their goal, higher goal. They go from the higher self, or how to complete their life mission. Talking about a life mission in your life, that is very interesting because in the fixed star, especially if you are familiar with our, let's talk about fixed stars, we mentioned about the heliacal rising and heliacal setting. These two stars at the day when you were born, rising before the sun rising, or the setting when the sun rising, are two important indications about our soul and our life mission. So how to get this information? Let me quickly show you how can we use the astro.com to get this information, all right? So let me share my here. Okay, so here I have this is the Taylor Swift data from the Astro.com, and talking about the biography and the time of 517. Okay, now once you have her chart, then or your own chart, how you going to get the fixed star data? Let's go to the horoscope and drawing data and go to extended chart selection. Okay, then choose the name here. I have Taylor Swift. Then go to special, and then from this menu, from chart type menu, you scroll down. Then you will see parent according Benedict Brady PDF. Okay, now showing the chart. The first page still with all the planet position. Remind you, this may be wrong because we don't have her exactly date of birth. So be careful, okay? Then, but with parent method, because how this parent method working is according the 24 hours. During these 24 hours, the moment when the planet on the angle that for the chart is ascendant, descendant, MCIC, at the same time, is there any stars on the east horizon, on the meridian, on the west horizon, or on the lower meridian? Then we call their parent, their arrival angle at the same time. Another information about the heliacal rising and the heliacal setting. I just talked about heliacal rising is the star on your birthday rising before the sun. So from Egyptian view, this is the God resurrection. The resurrection of the God is coming up, is rising up. Heliacal setting is the star on the day of your rising, on your birthday. The star is touch the ground at the moment the sun rising. This one we call heliacal setting star. But what does that mean? So let me go to share my slides. So we just read Taylor Swift has the heliacal rising as Antares, the heart of Scorpio, and the heliacal setting as Algol, Very interesting star. So does that really fit the image and her experience? Let's have a look. So first, let me go to my keynote. Here we are. So if you are not familiar with the fixed star, then you have to go through this. What is the heliacal rising star? Let me use the very simple keyword. So the heliacal rising star is that in the Egyptian view, the god rising from the underworld. So it's kind of rebirth, resurrection. It kind of pull you up. So it's about your life mission, about your life calling, and it also can act as your guide. Okay, it's like a guiding angel, guide your path. So you align with your guide. So this is your heliacal rising star. It guides you and it shows your path and your calling. What is your calling? But Heliacal setting star is the moment when the sunrise on your birthday, another star is going to touch the heliacal horizon, touch the horizon. Well, there is a particular definition. You need we need a course to talk about it. Well, but the meaning of a heliacal setting star is how you achieve your mission, how you respond your calling. So we talk about the heliacal rising is a calling and a mission. So how you respond it, how you achieve that, okay? And it's also how you learn through your life experience. Those challenges you have to overcome in order to achieve your mission, in order to achieve your goal, okay? But it's also is a tool you have, how you going to use your tool, okay? So these are the meaning of a heliacal rising and the heliacal setting. As we just see, Taylor Swift on her birthday, even we don't have the exact birth time, but we know the birthplace and we know the birthday, so we can work out heliacal rising and heliacal setting. And we know her heliacal rising is Antares, a very, very famous stars, and this star so-called a fall of the royal star. If you know about this, we already talked about it. Me and Christian Conning talk about these stars, and very interestingly, he has a different view about the so-called royal star. I agree with him because it's quite interesting how we invented this kind of royal star's name. But to be honest, I make a mistake. Okay, here we are. So the Antares is a kind of a very important star in the sky. It used to mark as the season, as the autumn is coming, the fall is coming. So when you see the Antares as a heliacal rising star, it is as an important information. Let's read how the last century, how Vivian Robson in the 19th century talking about this star. It calls marvelous, okay, destructive, okay, and bold-mindedness. Well, it sounds not really friendly and it sounds like a little bit negative. Well, as a Scorpio's heart, you can see how people thinking about this star usually is with a kind of a bold mind, obsession, and a kind of a craziness and revenues. Okay, hard strong but destructive. But in the modern view, I prefer our teacher Benedict Brandy's view. She's talking about these stars related to obsessive passion, and also it's kind of immense passion and obsession. So there is no positive or negative, but the passion and the obsession become the keyword of Antares. Antares means anti-Mars, anti-Mars, because this star is a red color star, and ancient Greeks say this star is the Mars enemy. Interesting, if you use that 5/17 chart, you can see Mars is rising on the ascendant. So the powerful Mars energy, if this birth time is correct, but without that birth time, even that birth time is not correct, we still have the Antares as a heliacal rising. This suggests her mission, her calling is showing her passion, passion in her life, her passion, her love, her what make her obsessed, and showing this kind of powerful ability. I'd like to suggest the other from the other culture of the Antares. For example, in South Pacific, especially New Zealand, Maori, they see Antares as a healing star. Antares has a powerful healing power. So maybe through her passion and obsession can heal people or heal herself. That is one thing. But myself, I'm more focused on passion and the dream. This is my personal approach. As most of people know, I'm also astrophotographer. I like to take a photo of the nebula and the galaxy. Do you know the area where Antares located has a beautiful, beautiful nebula? We call it the raw ophiuchus color complex. This is the photo. In the middle is the famous Antares, but look around it. If you use camera, do the long exposure, or use the telescope doing the long exposure photo, you will see beautiful green, blue in this area. This is raw ophiuchus, and this is Antares, orange, yellow color, and you have other red color around the around the other stars. This is M4 M4 nebula. So it's a cluster, M4 cluster. So it's very beautiful. It is a beautiful picture. Usually our eye cannot show us this photo, this color. But when you use camera to do long exposure, you will find out the under Antares passionate, red passionate color. There is a beautiful, colorful nebula gas there. And it's beautiful, it's like a beautiful dream. So my personal approach for the Antares is not only to see their obsession, it's not only see their passion, but also the colorful dream that other people cannot see. Only they know. So we should find out the reason why they are obsessed, why they have that passion. Because inside of their heart, there is a beautiful dream, beautiful idea, the vision there to invite them to focus on this dream, to invite them to focus on this idea to carry out. So this is the mission. They want to show people their beautiful world. They want to show people their beautiful dream. Okay? Now, let's move on to the Heliacal Setting star. As I say, this is how we respond. And this is the challenge we have to go through in order to achieve our goal, in order to achieve our calling. Interestingly, we have another very famous fixed star here, Algol. Most astrologers know Algol because in the William Lilly's book, William Lilly gave it a -5 score. So it's and call it the most evil stars in the sky. And also Vivian Robson also say the similar things. It's a very negative meaning, hanging and electricity, or very violent and these cause the death and cause death of them and the other. We know why this star has so much negative meaning. If you see the picture, I already show you. Because in the mythology, these stars, Algol, represent Medusa's head because it is located at constellation Perseus. Perseus in the mythology is a champion, is a hero who killed the Medusa. So we know the story about Medusa. Let's go a little bit deep. I talk about this story with one of my colleagues, Isabel, in her podcast. I say, from the cultural view, Medusa's image is showing how this kind of patriarchal society victimize the powerful woman. Okay? Very interestingly, in the mythology, Medusa is the beautiful girl. She been chasing by Poseidon, the god of ocean. She refused his love, but he raped her in Athene's temple. Well, Athene blamed Medusa for cause these things happen in her temple. So she turned Medusa into, Gorgon. Now, the mythology tells us if you see a Gorgon, you will become a stone. So that's why the Algol has a meaning of like a destructive death and violence. But also interesting in the astronomy, most of you probably know, this is a triple star. So the reason why astronomers are amazed about Algol because it's a variant. So this means the light of the Algol is blink I think I remember it's every 16 hours or something. And so this means when the triple star, when they orbit each other, when the stars are dimmer, cover the light of the bright star, it's just like it blink. Suddenly it gets dim and then bright again. So they call it devil's blink, devil's wink, devil's blink. So it's like a way Medusa's gaze and surprise us. As I say, from the mythology, from the cultural view, this star has a meaning about kind of the female being victimized. Also, we can see the Benedict Brady tell us this is an intense, focused passion. It contains immense female passion and power. Now, it is very interesting because we know how our patriarchal society respond to the powerful email. Those powerful email, they either been called witch or evil woman or something negative. Look example of Taylor Swift. How many vicious attacks she has experienced. Gossip about her love, gossip about how, her relationship, and all the negative image, but how she respond. Okay, and it's very interesting. I just heard about it in her one of her song. There is so many. Like in the image, there's so many snake, and I heard that. I said, "Oh, that's quite interesting." That is the the image of the Medusa, and look how you make me. It's quite interesting. Okay, a powerful female image. So when Algol, let's focus on Algol become her Heliacal Setting star. It explains how she respond her calling. Her calling is to show people her passion, her love, her dream, her vision. How she achieved this? She has gone through the Medusa's powerful creative energy. She had to show people her immense female passion and the power. And we see it, whether you like it or not. She's showing you her powerful female energy. She can dominate, she can the one of the money she earned is like a GDP of a small country. And how many people just like go to her concert, when they stomp the floor together, it causes a small earthquake. Who can do that? This is a powerful Algol, okay? Immense female passion and the power. So it's not about death, it's not about horrible things, but she used it in a creative way and scare everyone. Her powerful creative energy make a lot of people scared, especially those men who feel intimidated by the female power. All right. So it is very interesting. This is the road she's going to achieve to show the world her vision, show the world her beautiful dream, show the world her love and passion. Has through the Argos way. A little bit destructive, a little bit scary, but it's super powerful. This is not the only two big stars we are going to talk about in her chart. I find it other very interesting coincidence, let me say that. Well, if we check her chart, the first things we will notice the Venus is at the 1 degree Aquarius. Nearly this degree align with another bright fixed star called Altair. Altair is in the constellation Aquila. This means rising eagle, okay, or eagle, the eagle. So the Venus is aligned with this constellation. Is about the rising eagle, the eagle going up. Vivian Robson say it confers a bold confidence, a valiant, unyielding, ambitious, and a liberal nature. So there is a liberal nature. You couldn't control me. And also the eagle in the mythology, eagle carry the Ganymede to the sky. So it's a rising eagle. It carries things up. It carries the soul of the disease to the sky. And this is also in the mythology. Eagle carry the thunderbolt of the Zeus. So they say this is about the weapon too. But Benedict Bradley talking about this racing eagle with boldness and with action, very brave. We can see now aligned with Venus. So it gives her Venus in Aquarius a powerful ability to carry things she wants, to get things she wants. She likes something, she will get it. She likes someone, she will get it. Or also this kind of bold, direct power maybe suggest the person attractor would be kind of a direct and boldness. Okay. And I think also how she defends other people, how she defends her love life, or how she responds other people's attack about her love life. She fly high. She has no time to deal with those negative comments. She just fly high. Okay, so this is another interesting alignment. Another interesting picture is about her Mercury is aligned with the faces. This is the photo I took called Faces. This is the Messier 22 cluster. It's a globular cluster in the constellation of Sagittarius. Well, in the ancient time, they see it's a nebula right in the face of the Archer Sagittarius. The nebula in Archer's face is the wonderful nature of the Sun and the Mars, and it causes blindness and defective eyesight. Well, to be honest, this is what said by Vivian Robson. During their time, any nebula is going to affect your eyesight. All right, so I think there's nothing else they will say. But it's very interesting. Let's think about it. Is the face and the eye of the archer. So what do? They focus on their prey. They focus on their goal. Okay? Benedict Bradley say the eye of archer, penetrating vision. So this vision, this eye has a powerful penetrating, is like an archer focus on their goal. And once they focus on you, you cannot escape. Okay, so when her Mercury, about her communication, about her word, about the words she say, about the words she sing, and about the lyrics she write, with this powerful energy, although we know this Mercury is at 8 degree Capricorn, but it has that kind of a penetrating power, focused power, and kind of a little bit, let me say, intimidated, aggressive, okay? Intimidated, aggressive, because when the hunter stare on you, you should be afraid. So this is about her word. In one way, it's penetrating, can right go through your heart and saying the truth. But also when she focuses on something, she can really dissect it in a very clean cut. So this is about her word, okay? It's aim on the target, right on the target. That's why so many people is talking about her lyrics. They have the kind of echo with her lyrics, saying the things from their heart, talking about their love life, talking about their everyday life. It is very interesting. Well, by the end of today's episode, I'm going to share with you, this is a snapshot from astro.com talking about the other a star and the planet parent. Oh, there is the star at the rising and Venus with Algol. This is another visionary star. And we can see the star at committing. This is talking about her adult life and how she gets success. We already see the Mercury aligned with Mercury also parent with the faces. Well, Venus with Aletheia, Mars with Aletheia. This is the star I haven't mentioned because I don't want to talk about her love life and the gossip, but I only describe these the quality of this fixed star, and you think about it, okay? So both Mars and the Venus align, parent with Aletheia. This is the crown with the throne, okay? The crown with the throne. So the Aletheia talking was a diadem given to Ariadne by her husband, the god of winemaking, Dionysus. So her story, Ariadne's story, is kind of a beautiful princess, followed by the hero Theseus, helping him but being abandoned. Then Theseus abandoned Ariadne at a remote island. She was crying like a river. But the moment Dionysus traveled past by her, attracted by her beauty, and immediately asked her to marry him and give her this diadem as a gift, as a token of their marriage. So this is the crown of a goddess. But then she has through the challenge. So this is about her love life. This can talk about her love life, a love story, or maybe some certain action. And if Mars, as we see the chart, if Mars exactly her ruler of her first house, then maybe this story could be a backbone of her life story. I don't know much about it. Another thing is Mercury. We talk about Mercury with the faces, the hunter's eye, the archer's eye, focus, penetrated, and has a powerful, intimidated power. But also, depending on how you use it, you can use it to hurt people. You can also use it to describe people clearly. Okay. Another fixed star is Alhena. This is the foot of the Gemini Pollux. The Gemini story. Alhena is the star in the Gemini, the foot of the Pollux, the immortal twin. So this talking about bring the things common theme in everyday's life and the proud match. So this talk about the word she used is showing you even I get hurt, but I still proudly carry on a mission. I walk on this ground, even my feet is hurt, but I'm working with proud. And also I'm sharing those story of everyday's life with you, even that sounds like another person's daily life, but still touching your heart, okay? Her moon and her sun is also aligned with Betelgeuse, a super bright star in the Orion. It is a very powerful fixed star related to success. I'm not going through the whole chart thing here, but I'm going to share with you, if you are interested, fixed star can give you a lot of different layer of a story. That's how I crazy about the fixed star. And also I love the astrophotography. So I usually to find the photo of a star, their color, their formation, globular, nebula, cluster or nebula, and to give another layer of meaning. So thanks for watching and listen to today's Let's Talk About Fixed Stars. And see you next time. Bye-bye.